Hello, and welcome to day 9 of the Semajical Reviews Advent Countdown, or Advent Calendar style month. And for this, I'm going to be talking about the classic Christmas specials of Thomas and Friends. Now, I was going to talk about every Christmas episode I've seen, but 2 of those stories are basically just versions of A Christmas Carol. And those are from way modern in the series. So let me just tell you which ones I would say are classic Christmas episodes. Series 1's Thomas's Christmas Party. Series 2's Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree, and Series 3's Thomas and Percy's Christmas Adventure. So that's those 3 episodes. So let's start with the final episode of Series 1 from 1984, Thomas's Christmas Party. Now, Christmas is coming to the island of Sodor, and Thomas is busy and hard at work when Mrs. Kindly waves her hat out the window to stop him because there's a landslide under the tunnel. And to thank her for doing this, they invite her to a Christmas party at the engine shed. Now, there was no actual literary basis for this episode. The book written was an adaptation of this episode. The only scene they borrowed from an episode, or from a scene in the book, was the scene where Mrs. Kindly saves Thomas and his crew from running into a landslide. Now, for a first Christmas special, it is a very good one, and it is a true classic. Now, 1986, Series 2 ended with Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree. Now, the plot of this one pretty much tells itself. Thomas is sent on a mission to collect a Christmas tree for the engine sheds, and gets caught in a snowdrift. Hence the Missing Christmas Tree part of the title. And it's up to Donald and Douglas to come to his rescue. Another excellent Christmas special. It's definitely worth a watch. And now we end this episode by talking about the Series 3 Christmas special, Thomas and Percy's Christmas Adventure, which would have aired in 1992. And this has to do with Thomas and Percy actually having their adventure by delivering Christmas presents to the people of Sodor. Parcels containing Christmas presents, that is. And this has Percy's innocent mistake of thinking Santa could fit down an engine's funnel. With this funny line. What's a Santa Claus? Well, Santa Claus is someone who delivers presents by going down chimneys. Percy looks up at his funnel. I wonder if... Thomas, to Percy. No! Chimneys, Percy, not funnels! Okay. Now, again, there's no literary basis for Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree either, but the episode itself was adapted into a book. This episode has no literary basis whatsoever, and nor was it adapted into a book later on. But it's coming from a series of the show which was a mix of adaptations and original stories. So the classic Thomas Christmas specials. There you go. Now, I could go on about the modern Thomas Christmas specials, meaning the ones from the CGI series. Do you really want to hear me talk about those? Do you? Well, those are a bit of a double-edged sword because I haven't watched them all. A couple of them are versions of A Christmas Carol. And those episodes are as follows. And the reason I brought you over here is because I actually have a DVD with the CGI Thomas Christmas episodes on it over in this corner. Thomas's Christmas Carol. See if I can find it. It's a Duncan the Humbug, which is from season 19, is the first time they told the story of A Christmas Carol with the Thomas characters. It's basically Duncan being the Scrooge and having to learn the meaning of Christmas. Because as you know from the actual show, Duncan doesn't like doing things when he's in a bad mood, which is pretty much always. So yeah, there you go. And then there's Diesel's Ghostly Christmas, which I think is from season 17 or 21. And that's actually a two-part story. Which has Diesel as the Scrooge, and actually, over 20 minutes, tells the story a bit more faithfully than just Duncan the Humbug being themed around it. Here we go, Thomas's Christmas Carol. So, now I've just told you about Diesel's Ghostly Christmas, and this is actually the only Christmas episode on this collection that I've actually seen. So, I think I've told you about all the ones I've seen, which is what was my original plan for this episode. So I cannot tell you about No Place Like Home, Cranky Christmas, The Beast of Sodor, Letters to Santa, The Rail Car and the Coaches, or Donald and Douglas, because I've not seen any of them. I need to get right on that one. But that's my journey. And now, what do I think of Duncan the Humbug? It's a good, it's a good Christmas episode. It's just a single story, told in 10 minutes. And Diesel's Ghostly Christmas, I think, follows this. As I said, I think it follows the story of A Christmas Carol a bit better than Duncan the Humbug, where it's actually Diesel as Scrooge and having to learn through the help of the ghosts. The other three other engines playing the ghosts about the meaning of Christmas. So now, guys, that is it for this episode. What do you think of these Christmas episodes? And if you've seen the ones I haven't yet, let me know what you thought of those in the comments below. And I will now ask you, if you enjoyed this video, to please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next installment of this series of episodes. Until then, guys, thanks for watching and have us a magical time.